Read these words. Notice their shape. At this moment, your eyes are moving from left to right. As you proceed from the beginning of this sentence to the end, you may be able to detect the misspelled word in this sentence. Your ability to recall which word depends on your brain's reception, analysis, and storage of information. The cells for visual stimuli and auditory stimulation overlap in the brain. The brain itself is not responsible for the mind, although it is necessary for the mind's manifestation. Indeed, an isolated brain is a piece of biological nonsense, as meaningless as an isolated individual. The mind happens in the brain, but it is not the brain. You cannot see your brain. Larger brains are correlated with a larger number of brain cells. If we know the weight of an animal's brain, we can accurately measure the number of cells in the brain and arrive at a reasoned estimate of the brain's structural and chemical composition. From here, some jump to the mistaken conclusion that brain size can be a measure of intelligence. This is not true. It is rather the capacity and method of information storage and processing, not the amount of gray matter, that determines intelligence. The human brain is a process, not a thing. Consciousness is not given in advance. It is shaped by activity and experience. Consciousness not only reacts to experience, it creates it. To listen to this, you must be awake. You must pay attention. Listening, along with every other mental activity, except for dreaming, requires wakefulness. You must remain alert. Wakefulness can in fact be described as the maintenance of optimal cortical tone necessary for the operation of all mental activity. The human brain is a process, active 24 hours a day. When we are awake, we exercise and tone this process, improving its agility through experience. Much in the way an athlete continually works to shape and tone his body, it is possible to develop the potential of the mind through the exercise of all aspects of the brain. Although it is not in itself the mind, the brain is responsible for the mind. Through the continued exercise and development of the brain, we may discover areas of the mind which have yet to be developed. But the exercise of these new areas, we may open new areas for development. Most likely, these discovery and development processes occur simultaneously through the normal respiration of intelligence. Both the right and the left hemispheres have the power to be conscious simultaneously.